Happy Tuesday, everyone. It's day 34 with Walk with Winston, and I'm back in Tampa. Oh my goodness, it is so good to be home for at least a little while. And happy first day of school for my peeps in Chesapeake, Virginia. The first day of school, so many fond memories. Talking about transformation. Man, first day of school. What memories do you have of first day of school and how novel everything was? How time seemed to stand still when you were doing something for the first time. Anyway, I'm back from my whirlwind 10 days of being on the road. I am I think I've shared before how I'm a bit of a homebody. I love my routines. I love my activities. I love, things that I know and can expect and can, what's the right word? Anticipate. Yeah, I like that. But travel just really energizes me. I am so excited when I travel and do new things, and it opens up new thought patterns for me and just rejuvenates me in a way that routine can never do. So that's the topic today. In the Win the Gift series, talking about changing our mindset about change and making change a game, the letter N in win stood for the word novel. And doing things that are different and new and something that you have no idea, no clue what you're doing really energizes me. And I hope it energizes you in terms of your transformation as well. So let me tell you the story of my trips the last 10 days. So I was privileged to be able to work remotely starting a week ago Thursday, almost 2 weeks now, and went to go visit my dad and my sister in Virginia, and was able to spend the weekend with Dad and celebrate his birthday, and it was so much fun. Now that wasn't novel, that's very, very familiar territory to me. It's where I grew up. So many things have changed since the time that I moved away, but it's different. It's different from my routine here in Florida, and so I appreciate accommodating the needs of others in terms of timing and what we're doing. So, trying to get that sun out of your eyes. So that was the first part of the trip, was just being home and being with family and working remote. And then middle of last week, I went up to DC to our offices in Reston, which is also familiar. But, every time we get together, there's new opportunities and new challenges and new agenda items that we're working through. And so that was also somewhat familiar, but outside my routine. But then on Friday, I traveled to Toronto, which it's been, my son was very little when we went to Toronto when he was very young. So, 25 years maybe? Since 20 or 25 years since I'd been to Toronto. And of course, that's changed a lot. And travel has changed a lot since those days. And I just was so impressed with Toronto. And I had really no plans. I bought a tourist book. I didn't do a lot of research in advance. I thought, I'm just going to let the day come to me and the experience come to me, and we'll just see how it goes. And so had a You know, Toronto's a big foodie town. Had some great meals. Walked around the downtown area, went on the CN Tower. And by the way, if you want to see some awesome photos from the trip, catch me on Instagram at Winston Faircloth, and you can see dozens of pictures from the trip to Toronto. But the highlight for me, as much as I love a city vibe and urban energy, the train ride to and from and spending the day in Niagara Falls on Sunday was awe-inspiring. It was amazing. And as I said on the one Walk with Winston video I was able to publish from Canada, you know, what man can create, what man can build dwarfs in comparison to what God can, his artistry and what he does. So I share all that to say, you know, in your transformational journey, you got to shake it up. You can't do the same thing. Well, I mean, you know, it's the definition of insanity, doing the same thing, expecting a different result. Well, I think changing up our environment, going to new places, seeing new things, experiencing new cultures is so invigorating. I feel so light this morning. I'm way behind on work, but I feel so light and energized to face the next few weeks ahead just by virtue of taking this trip. And so I urge you to consider novel things that you can introduce into your daily routine. I know not everyone can, yeah, we live busy lives. We can't all pack up and go on a trip. But think about today, what are a couple things that would be novel that you could do today that would get you a little bit out of your comfort zone, put you into a zone of uncertainty, and stretch you and grow you and challenge you to just change that routine just a touch. I think you will find that stepping through that will give you a burst of energy and creativity that you hadn't experienced before. And it's certainly true that in our journey of transformation, we have to change our mindset about change, but then we have to change our actions to receive the results that we're looking for. So I urge you today, consider something novel you could do to really help you grow and see life from a different perspective. So this week's a fun week again. Here for a couple days and then back on the road. So I'll tell you more about that tomorrow. With that, you guys have a great Tuesday, and I'll talk to you again later. Take care.